So you voted for Trump and now you want to know if we can be friends? No.
Alright guys, welcome back to yet another libtard video. Can't believe we're still doing this. But it's been fun. I've honestly really been enjoying this. But before we get started, I just wanted to say something. It'll just take about a minute. Not many people are aware of this, people that don't make YouTube videos, but putting these videos together, it is work. It takes quite a bit of time. Before I started doing this, my wife used to actually criticize another person in my family who was a full-time YouTuber, saying, it's the easy way out, it's the easy job, it's for lazy. No, she understands now. She sees the hours that I have to put in beyond my home life, my family life, and my work life. The reason I bring this up, when it comes to even these libtard videos, this actually takes a lot of work. I have to hunt down a lot of clips. I have to try and present you guys with something that's not just repeat that you've seen in other videos. And the reason why I'm saying this is, being a person on the right, conservative, I'm used to some snarky comments that I will get in the comment section. It's expected. You know what I mean? Like liberals they're going to come in and defend themselves. I don't see why they're watching these videos, but they do come in and defend themselves. That, no problem, rolls right off the shoulder. There was one comment that I came across yesterday. This has only happened one time, where this one guy stated, and in his words, just play the vids, the side commentary is annoying. Okay, a couple things to that. I'm not going to get rude and snippy. I didn't answer the guy back in the comments, but there's a reason, a very strong reason, why I can't just play you looped videos over and over and over. YouTube really doesn't appreciate it. It just counts as reused content. And secondly, if that's what you want to do, anybody who feels that way, it's very simple. Go on TikTok and find these clips yourself and watch them yourself. But if somebody else is providing them for you, just appreciate the content. We're the ones going through all the work to do it. That's all I ask. Besides that, guys, I do see that there is a lot of, I can see in the comments, a lot of people that have commented on several videos, yet you're not subscribed. Just hit the subscribe button. It would be really appreciated. If you can't subscribe, leave a like or a share, anything just to help it with the algorithm. Leave a comment. Well, a lot of you guys do leave comments. Any type of activity with the video would be greatly appreciated. That would be incredible. Now, back onto the show. We are doing Whiny Liberal Men, Part 7. Let's get into it.
Well, they did it. They went and re-elected the Orange Hitler again. The Tangerine Nightmare is headed back to the White House.
Am I preying on the downfall of the United States of America? Yes. Do I know that that will ultimately lead to my demise? Yes. Do I care? No.
Want to know why I'm so hostile towards Republicans? It's because they speak politics and they mean racism. And they're liars about it.
Blue bracelets? That's what you fucking got for me right now? Or blue fucking bracelets? That's what you got. We tried this shit in 2016 right after you... Remember everyone wearing safety pins? Remember that? Blue fucking bracelets. That's how we're gonna... How about instead... we all just paint giant targets right in the center of our fucking foreheads for the Proud Boys of the world and the Kyle Rittenhouse copycat incels that are going to start emerging from their basements now that they have the power of the government behind them. And they can emerge from the shadows once again.
Now, I do get a kick out of this guy. I'm not just him. A lot of these Democrats. What do they expect? Like... what are we doing, guys? How are we going to change this? Especially now that the certification happened. They're like, okay, we got to take this into our own hands now. This sounds very insurrection-y, doesn't it?
So here's what we need to do, ladies. We need to pull out our old dusty pussy hats and parade again. That's right. It's time to get these babies out and dress up and get back on the streets. Let them know who's large and in charge.
I don't have the privilege of saying politics is over here and my life is over there. My life is intertwined with politics. Quite often, politics is where I find identity, and it's also where I understand I can go to get and fight for my basic rights and the basic human rights of people I care about.
Random thought of the day. The most angry people in this whole country are small-town, red state white men who get everything that they vote for. This has got to be a simulation, man. It's got to be.
Okay, I'm going to say something that needs to be said. We should not be blaming anybody for the outcome of this election, but if we are going to blame anybody, it sure as fuck is not going to be black women. Do not do that. If you're going to blame anybody, it is going to be young white men and white women who voted against their own interests. Let's be so clear about that. So clear about that. Miss me with that shit. Do not do it.
All right, these guys want to keep bringing up the young white men, the young white women. It's their fault. They're the ones who let us down. We need to blame them. I'm pretty sure it doesn't just come... Yeah, sure, the demographic was bigger, but white men, white women, black men, some black women, not much, Hispanics, many cultures voted for their best interests. These liberals are massive hypocrites. They just cannot take a loss. Every time a Republican wins an election, there's an issue with it. Oh, either they cheated or these people let us down. This demographic, what happened? It really doesn't make sense. Take the loss, deal with it, see you in 4 years.
Who let this happen? Who thought it was a good idea to let the devil back up into the world?
But I've been living around people like you my entire life. I grew up in the state of Indiana, so I know for a fact that when you complain about DEI, you're just pissed off that people of color are starting to get opportunities in this country.
America, fuck yeah, coming again to save the motherfucking day, yeah, America, fuck yeah.
It's a huge privilege to be able to say, no, my politics are over there and I'm over here. I can't do that.
In all my 26 years, I have never thought I'd actually live to see the attempted assassination of a former president. And I just really want to say, like, damn. I mean, the video's a few days late, but still, like, fuck. Things are so fucked in this country. And honestly, kind of pissy that he lived, survived it, you know, turned his head. Kind of mad about that. Because now we get to sit here and look at, read, and listen to his cult just glorify and deify him further. The dipshit shouldn't have missed, honestly. I'm a little late to jump on the bandwagon, but fuck them billionaires. Whack them all. Deny, defend, oppose.
Now, look, I get it. There's some people out there who just don't like Trump. They just cannot stand him. They are full-fledged TDS. But really, wishing death upon the guy, like, come on, man. Trump has he's never done anything along the lines of Hitler, as they try and explain. Trump has never taken a life, and they try and treat him like as if he is some type of dictator that, you know, really plans and is putting people in cages, and it's absolutely insane. Now, this guy's 26 years old, and we see two separate clips of him. The second clip, you know, with his face all hidden, because true patriots hide their face, right? But, you know, I was just watching something there, Candace Owens and Michaela Peterson on Piers Morgan. And Michaela Peterson brings up to Candace Owens as she's trying to pick a little bit of a fight with her that, well, did you know that 1 out of every 5 Americans are on psych meds? That's a pretty scary statistic. You know, pretty much all 20% of Americans are on psych meds. And obviously, this is probably one of those individuals. Again, it seems like the medication seems to be a little bit more on the liberal side than the conservative.
We need to get out our costumes, our outfits, all the things they said were just nasty. Look at all those nasty people. That's right, because we're fighting the nasty people on the right, All you nuts that are trying to take away personal rights and women's rights, and taking away the rights of children, and taking away the rights of people that want to live safely without guns shoved in their face everywhere they go.
I have a question for the MAGAs, okay? Are we great yet? Because right about now, I'm, as an individual and as like a member of this country, I just feel really fucking embarrassed. I guess that's my question. Are we great yet?
Yeah, and I'm going to hop on this fucking train too. All of you Republicans and MAGA, I hope everyone in your family gets exactly what you voted for. Everyone.
Maybe elections where we could agree to disagree. This was not one of them.
Listen, I think the Trumpism is more than a cult. I think this man done hypnotized them, man. No, hear me out. Hear me out. I just got through watching this Trump supporter on every single fucking post. He starts it off by, Trump gonna do this, Trump gonna do that, and Trump fixing it all. And like, I even looked at his newest post. And he didn't mention anything about the whole Elon situation, all of the stuff that's going on the Twitterverse fucking place. He didn't mention anything. He just keeps saying how Trump gonna fix something, and he looked hypnotized. No, I mean seriously. I'm not even trying to like make fun of. Like, he looks hypnotized. Like, he looks like something is controlling him with, like, from the inside or some shit. Like, real shit. Like, that is it's fucking scary. It's scary how the marketing and that message did them people like that. That shit is crazy. Y'all should see this motherfucker. This dude is just like, Trump gone, and he got the same stare in his face. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this is more than a cult, bro. Like, this shit is hypnosis.
All right, first, the Project 2025 heads. He's obviously a Project 2025 head. He didn't even have to mention it, but he definitely is one. Beyond his theory of hypnosis, I'd like to know how Trump is mass hypnotizing people. Did he do it at his rallies? Does he do it over the camera and he's just hypnotizing his followers? No, these guys truly think that we are a cult, that we are literally brainwashed. And I don't know, Trump's going to come down one day and give us this special pill with a drink and we're all going to go to sleep. Oh my gosh, man. Now, they say, or what he's just saying right there is, oh, they all have that same look in their eyes. God, guys, since 2020 in particular, I was never massive into politics, but since 2020, I got real into politics and really started watching it. I never gave a shit about left and right. I didn't even know I was conservative. I didn't care about politics. Nothing changed in my life. It didn't matter who I voted for. Since 2020, I've really learned not just the whole difference between left and right, it's liberalism. Now, liberals look at conservatives like, oh, they're these crazy Christian conservatives like they're a cult. No, liberalism it's kind of creepy because these people just, they're delusional. They're living in a cloud. They think they're highly intelligent, yet they all go to therapy. They're all medicated. Either the men are full of soy, or the women just have to, okay, liberal uniform, colored hair, massive glasses, gigantic bull ring, and all about me, and how I feel. I'm ranting. Let's move forward.
So it is time to put these back on and put ourselves back on the street and back where we belong, fighting the people that are trying to kill us.
Y'all see all them criminals in Mar-a-Lago? Oh! It's looking like the projects. They must be serving Vienna sausages and pork and beans in that motherfucker. It is ghetto.
If you voted for Trump, you said his racism does not bother me. If you voted for Trump, you said his incompetence does not bother me. If you voted for Trump, you said the needs of other people do not bother me.
I've decided that there shouldn't be a single goddamn job in the United States that having a nonviolent felony conviction disqualifies you from. Because apparently, it's a goddamn qualification for the strongest position in the United States of America. So question for all the crayon-eating business owners that voted for Trump. Are you going to hire somebody that's got 34 counts of falsifying business records? I don't think you are. But you'll vote for him. Similar question for all the women that voted for him. I'm sure you're really eager to work alongside someone who was found civilly liable for sexual assault. I'm sure that's exactly who you want for a coworker. Nah, I didn't think so, but you're real eager to sentence everybody else that works in Congress to work alongside that motherfucker. Now, if you're one of the aforementioned crayon eaters and you're sitting there thinking, hey, wait a minute, I don't want to work with that guy, I'll tell you what the fuck is wrong with you. You are a member of the most selfish, self-interested individuals on the goddamn planet. They're called Trump voters. Trump voters are the exemplification of the rules for thee but not for me idea. And I'm fucking sick of it. Once more, I'm going to call you on that shit every single fucking time.
All right, so as usual, we have another liberal here that is going on about Trump's 34 false business record count felony charges and that BS. I would really like to know if any, because we don't even know. And on our side, we do a lot of research. I followed that whole Judge Brashon case. I had no idea what the hell Trump was charged with. And again, he didn't even get due process. Trump didn't know what he was being charged with, and it was 3 things that the jury got to choose from until about 1 minute before they got sent off to go deliberate. No due process. There was a lot of reversible errors in that case. Now, again, he's talking about kind of, he didn't say it, but kind of calling, the MAGA people a cult. Yet we can throw the same thing right back at them, because during the past 4 years, with a lot of woke garbage and people stepping on eggshells around everything, you can't even have a sense of humor anymore. Look, Bill Maher, who's a liberal, he calls himself a centrist, but he's a liberal. He even stopped doing his comedy stand-ups at college campuses because they're too woke. They couldn't take a joke. But we had to live with that. Like, that was okay. I can go to get an ice cap at Tim Hortons, and I have to deal with a fucking, excuse my language, cardboard straw, yet they're giving me a big plastic cup. How does that make any sense whatsoever? The Democrats have done a lot of damage in the past 8 years. The past 4, it became very apparent, but the past 8 years, they've done a lot of damage. It even started before then, but the past 4 years, they just got greedy. Now, for the next 4 years, thank the Lord above, we get to start setting things straight again.
Why do these weirdos... I don't know how these freaks of nature got together enough to elect Donald Trump. How did that happen? I was listening to CNN and MSNBC, and they were all telling us we were winning. They were telling us Kamala was going to be the next president. No.
That's why I'm so fucking hostile. Because you're lying. And I know you're lying. And you're lying to everyone. Cut the shit.
So MAGAs were hoping the normal people would cry about the election because their whole goal in life is liberal tears, yet they're crying more about us saying we hope you get what you voted for than we are about the election. Just say your goal in life is to be miserable.
I've already told y'all this one time. I don't give a shit about being a good person. I care about being a fair person. I help good people and I hurt bad people. I keep saying that shit to y'all. Y'all think that I'm fucking joking. Y'all have this logic of like, there's no reason to ever use violence unless it's fucking self-defense. That's why people walk all over you. That's why people treat you like the bitch that you act like you are. If you stood up for yourself and you actually put people in their fucking place, people will stop walking the fuck all over you. People don't walk all over me because I put them in their goddamn place. Even in small interactions, watch your fucking mouth or I'm gonna say some shit back to you. That way they don't test me on bigger levels. Y'all letting shit go, y'all not getting violent, saying anything that, like, putting people in their place is what has people walking all over you every fucking day. You want to keep that, you keep fucking doing it. Me, I'm gonna cuss y'all the fuck out and I'm gonna be violent when you're violent. Fuck are you talking about?
All right, I feel like I've been picking on this guy a little bit the past few videos, but it seems now that the whole election thing is over with, he's moving on to other things. Now it has to do with violence. I've seen it in the past couple of his clips. And again, picking on Christianity quite a bit. I haven't really touched those clips of his. But again, this is the inclusive and whatnot, whatever they call themselves, joyful and inclusive left. Yet, he's got multiple clips out there now talking about you can't get anything solved without violence. Anybody who has fought for their rights had to do it through violence. Again, it sounds very insightful. It sounds like a lot of these influencers on the left are pretty much, pushing, without saying it directly, pushing for something to happen on the 20th coming up.
Did they lie to us or did they cheat? I'm pretty sure they cheated. So put the pussy hat back on and show them how tough a pussy can be.
My daddy always told me a woman's place is barefoot, pregnant, and in that damn kitchen. But apparently a woman's place is in the fucking White House. Let's go.
Now that's how you give a concession speech, when you're a professional and you accept the will of the people. And it's kind of nice to hear one, because we haven't heard one in about 8 years, if you know what I mean. So
yeah, no, it's not all good. You cannot come for Thanksgiving. You cannot call me. You cannot be my friend. We are done.
You guys realize how Trump won, right? It's not because of all the reasons they said. It's because of this.
If you vote for me, all of your wildest dreams will come true.
He went full Pedro. No taxes on tips, no overtime. He's going to close the border. He's going to make the greatest economy that's ever existed. He's going to end the war in Ukraine. He's going to end the war in the Middle East. He's going to cut $2 trillion in federal spending while balancing the budget and growing the economy. He's going to stop World War III, replace Obamacare, and cut energy prices in half in one term. He's just the kid running for class president who promises you whatever you want. We're like, he wants to be an authoritarian dictator. And they're like, yeah, but he said that he was going to get Wayne Gretzky to be our hockey coach. We're like, he attacks women and gets away with it. And they're like, yeah, but he said he was going to put a new vending machine in every classroom. We're like, he lies about everything. And they're like, yeah, but I still want to chance it for Gushers for lunch every day. Back when Republicans were the party of responsibility, this didn't work. But MAGAs are the people who voted for that kid as class president. The only fix is to let them all get burned, but we have to get burned with them.
It does sound like a lot, all that stuff that he just labeled off about the economy and Obamacare and the border. That is a lot to get done within 4 years. But with that team that Trump put together, I truly do think he's going to get it done. Again, this idiot in the past, in another clip, started talking about how Trump is inheriting a booming economy with like no inflation, flat inflation. That's garbage. Trump is getting a dumpster fire of an economy. It is going to take a little bit to turn it around. People are trying to already throw the grocery thing out. Trump can't get in office, and all. He's not even in office yet. People already are complaining that he hasn't lowered groceries yet, and gas isn't going down yet. Eggs still cost this much. Wake up, people. Let him get in office. And even from there, it's still going to take some time. All Trump said is it's hard to bring things down once they're up. I'd really like to see what these people are going to be saying in a few months from now when things don't start going all downhill and all terribly bad like they're expecting. But the problem is, I've said it before, Trump can turn the economy right around, lock up the border, make the streets safe, have RFK Jr. clean up all the food, everybody's getting healthy, everybody's got money in their pocket, they don't got to worry about anything happening to your daughter or your wife while they're out for a morning jog. And after the 4 years, these liberals are still going to be eager as hell to get the Republicans out of office because they're going to think it's just not right and they need a Democrat up there to tear everything back down again. It's just absolutely mind-boggling. And I hate to say it, what's going on in California right now, there might actually be a silver lining out of it. There's a lot of these celebrities that have lost their homes and a lot of other people besides the celebrities that have lost their homes. This might wake them up. And look at a blue state, look at a red state. It's two completely different ball games, and it's absolutely shameful what's going on in California right now, being run by a blue government. Well, we got one clip left, guys. Another familiar face. Again, as I said at the beginning of the video, it'd be really appreciated. Like, comment, and subscribe, share. I'll see you guys in the next one.
So for those of you who don't know me, my name's Jack. I'm a retired Master Sergeant. I was in the Army for almost 22 years. I've had 3 other accounts on here, all which have gotten banned by MAGA, because they don't like what I have to say. They don't like that I speak out against them. They don't like that I speak out against billionaires who do nothing for this country. who do nothing but want to take our benefits because they're greedy. They want us to work our whole fucking lives so they can live lavishly. I'm sorry if you can't accept the fact that I'm left-leaning, but I'm left-leaning because the only way you could be right-leaning in this day and time is to support people who want to come after your benefits. And if you don't want to fucking admit that, then I don't know what to tell you. Because you're probably just so far gone that you're not even worth talking to. So when I say we need to come together, I realize that some of you may not want that. Because some of you want to continue to support the very people who come after you and your family and your benefits and your rights. But you're too ignorant and far gone to see that. And that's the problem. So for those of you on the right who understand what I'm saying, I will come together with you. But I'm not going to come together with snowflakes who report every fucking post they don't like and get people banned just because they don't like the fucking truth.